Students, this is Prema Verma and today we will discuss Human Rights Commission in India. Since the formation of United Nations, the world has been sensitive and responsive towards its duty regarding the handling of human rights. India was also aware to react to the most needful aspect of human life. This is very much apparent as the rights incorporated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights were made part of the Constitution of India either in the form of fundamental rights or the directive principles of the state policy. However, there was no body which could monitor the implementation of these basic rights to individual. After 4 decades of coming into force of the Constitution came the National Commission on Human Rights, which was set up in India on September 27, 1993 under the Protection of Human Rights Act. The purpose of the Act was primarily to provide for the constitution of National Human Rights Commission, State Human Rights Commission in state, and Human Rights Court for better protection of human rights and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. Section 2D of the Act defines the expression human rights by stating that human rights means the right to life, liberty, equality, dignity of the individuals guaranteed by the Constitution or embodied in the international covenants and enforceable by courts in India. So, thus human rights includes the right relating to life, liberty, equality, and dignity which is guaranteed by the Constitution as reflected in Part 3 and Part 4 of the Constitution, and even it is embodied in the international covenants. Next, the main purpose of this act is better protection of human rights. National Human Rights Commission Chapter 2nd of the Act deals with the Constitution of National Human Rights Commission. Section 3 provides for the setting up of a body by central government known as National Human Rights Commission. The commission shall have 8 members and shall be headed by chairperson. Chairperson shall be the former Chief Justice of Supreme Court. Other members include a sitting or retired judge of Supreme Court, a serving or retired Chief Justice of High Court, 2 prominent persons having knowledge or practical experience in sphere of human right, chairperson of National Commission for Minorities, Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe, and women. The chairperson and the members of the commission shall be appointed by the President on the recommendation of 6-member committee headed by the Prime Minister. The chairperson and the members shall hold office for a term of 5 years from the date on which they enter upon their office. They shall also be eligible for reappointment. A person can serve at commission until the age of 70 years. Commission shall have a Secretary General who shall discharge his functions keeping with the powers delegated to him. The chairperson or any other members of the commission may be removed from his office by an order of President on the ground of proved misbehavior or incapacity. The President may remove from the office of chairperson or any other members on the following ground: if he is adjudged as insolvent, second, he is engaged during his term of office in any paid employment, third, he has become unfit to continue his office by reason of infirmity of mind or body, fourth, he has been declared by the competent court a person of unsound mind, and lastly, he has been convicted and sentenced to imprisonment for an offence which in the opinion of the President involves moral turpitude. Again, the chairperson or any member may by notice in writing under his hand addressed to the President of India resign his office. The term of the office of chairperson and members will be 5 years or until the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. So I hope I have cleared your concept relating to the Constitution of National Human Rights Commission. In the next lecture we will discuss the functions of National Human Rights Commission. Thank you.